My hair just does whatever it wants, but you should be glad that I am recording this post wiped off makeup, mostly clean face, because I thought green eyeshadow would just so slap. But speaking of slapping, my kitty cat slapped it out of my hand as I was trying to take the sticker off, and it kind of got a little crumbly, so it looked like gross. I looked like the Joker. I think the Heath Ledger Joker. But anyway, to the point of this video, instead of yammering about how I really don't know how to do girl things. I read a book recently by a TikTok friend, Michael Evanichko, called Life in the Supermarket Basket. And it's a story about a guy named Vincent who's really having like a bad time. He's gotten really big, like, you know, obese bad. And he's going to the supermarket because he's got to buy some things. And his fiance left him without a word, just abandoned him. And it's just him and his dog now. And then he gets hit by a car, right? He gets hit by 2 cars. And then he's swirling around in between heaven and earth and whatever. And he sees his life unfold, and everything in the basket is significant to his life. Sorry, I got emotional because this character's mom passes away, and here's some spoilers. When he sees her in heaven before he's sent back down, she's in her most perfect body, like when she was the happiest. And he has some conflicting feelings because at that point she was like a teenager. So he feels a little hurt and kind of abandoned. Kind of like he's always felt by his mom, because he kind of felt like she didn't really love him and all that stuff. But he lets it go, seeing her happy. But anyway, that creates this emotional response in him, and it created an emotional response in me. Because the religion I was raised in, we believed that. We believed that you're going to get your most perfect body in the afterlife, and you're going to go to when you were the happiest and you loved yourself inside and out. For me, that would be probably 2006 and 2007. But having recently lost my mom, that kind of resonated with me on a very emotional level, in case you can't tell. But I liked the prose in this book. It was the right amount of like crude humor and colorful prose, and it felt very real. Like, Vincent felt like a real human. Everybody else around him felt like real humans, and it's just little snippets of his life. And it's, even though he's smashed and on the ground and it doesn't look good, it shows his life is worth living. He's not done yet. And it's time to go back because the best is yet to come. And Vincent, if you just make your happiness happen, and instead of expecting others to do it for you, and you go, okay, no, this is happening and whatever. And at the end, he faces his fiance and he says, I cannot let you come back into my life. You ruined me. You turned me into somebody I didn't like. I have a dog now. You didn't want to have a dog. And him and the dog were abandoned, so he keeps the dog. And I get wanting to come back and live your life because you have puppies, you know, and family and stuff. Because I would do that for Rufus. I would be like, I can't go to heaven right now. Rufus is still alive. I gotta take care of Piper and all the other things too. All the pets in my life. And I gotta make sure my family's good. They need my sarcastic jokes and strange film theories. But I loved it. Would rate it 5 stars. Did rate it 5 stars. And I would recommend you read it. It's called Life in the Supermarket Basket. It's by Michael Evanichko. And I even follow him. We're mutuals here on TikTok. Next book is probably going to be a little less emotional. And that's Within Coven Walls by Mark Monroe. Where are we going? I always have trouble with this. And I got the Kickstarter edition. This cover is beautiful. And there's like snakes on it. Kind of looks like the Orin from Neverending Story. I got the autographed kind. See, and right down here is this little stamp, this indentation, and it's got, I don't know if you can see it, but yes you can, a skull with a candle from the mind of Mark Monroe. And so far it's good. It's easy to read, and I'm on chapter 9. Was reading it this morning while I was doing my workout, and I read a good majority of Michael's book while I was getting the last 2 sessions done on my tattoo. Next tattoo is going to be a little bug right here or somewhere, because my mom used to grab my hand and just draw this stupid little bug on it. If I can find the picture, I'll show you. It was this. Oh my god, I can't. It looked like that. Sorry, it's noisy. I'm recording in my car and it's so hot. But there was this story behind it where she would call it a little ugly bug, and it would be this thing she taught in primary, and it was like, do you want to be a dirty little ugly bug, or do you want to be a beautiful butterfly or something like that? And it's one of those things, like, you gotta treat people with kindness, otherwise you're just a dirty little ugly bug. And she used to just draw this little bug on me all the time. So, thinking to honor her, even though she would be like, no, tattoos, God gave you that perfect body and you're gonna mark it up. Yes, Mom, sorry. Even though she'd probably react like that, I want it right here. Or somewhere along the line. Probably really should get it kind of right here, because it was always on my right hand, and she'd just grab me and draw a bug, and she's like, there you go, an ugly bug for an ugly bug. Alright, I'm gonna go get some gas in my car and stop being emotional on TikTok. But before I go, I gotta say, you know what? Read your friends' books, okay? Just Fourth Wing and all that stuff is great, but read your friends' books, because very clearly having a reaction.